Yo, check out what I have on the screen today. New Jersey. What's going on? Okay, so check this out. We're going to do a keyword flow and we're going to do a notice. All right, so let's get the show going right now. Ready? Here we go. Check out the words, man. All right, so here goes an image. This is an image of the Tabernacle, right? Shout out to Tabernacle. This one's for you. All right, so look at these beautiful images right here, right? Look at that. It looks like a little hut. Right, it looks like a nice little fortress, right? That's a cool little bit. Look at that. They walk through the tabernacle, all right? Check it out. Let's keep it going. Check out the word tabernacle. You see what it means? Right, hut, cabin, booth, right? But then it says see tavern, right? Let's look at what tavern is, all right? Tavern, right? Let's look at the Proto-Indo-European, right? You see what it says right there? Dwelling, right? Dwell, house, dwell. A dwelling, right? All right, let's look at dwell now. All right, we love words, man. Check out this word, dwell. Okay, look at what dwell. When you follow and you track dwell down, you see what it says? Dust, cloud, vapor, smoke. Right? So whatever the dwell is, that's where the dust, the cloud, and the vapor and the smoke is. Man, that's so much fun. All right, so check this out. Those were some words, right? So look at this right now. Okay, so we always have to establish the order of the realm, right? You know, because that's just what we do. Scary, simple service, okay? Check it out. Order. God created the world. Check. God created man, aka people. Check. People created states. Check. People created constitutions. Check. People created governments. Check. Question. When did government become boss of the people? All right, let's keep it going. Let's check out the great law, man. Look at this maxim right here, right? So right now we're going to focus on oath, right? And then we're going to focus on 84A, right? Look at what 84A says. There is no stronger link or bond between men than an oath, man. You know, the bond, man, the oath. The word is the bond, man. So what you say, right, that's what bonds us, okay? Remember that, okay? Remember that, all right? Let's look at some more words. Here we go. Nefarious, right? Nefarious. Ooh, that's a dark word, right? But if you look at it, it says nay, not, right? And then fas, right, for right, right? And then fari, to speak, right? So it's not right, speak. That's what that means, right? Nefarious means not right, speak, right? Stupid simple, okay? But look at what it says right here. Wicked and in the extreme, right? Wicked, whatever. That just means when you're wicked, that means you don't speak right, man. Scary, simple service, right? So check it out. Let's look at some good words, okay? Status, right? Remember, status means to stand, make, or be firm. Remember that, okay? Let's keep it going. Stand, right? Stand means make or be firm. Oh, sounds like the same to me. Let's keep it going. Jurisdiction, right? That's another two-word word, right? You see that? Juris for law, right? And then dictio for saying, right? You know, but root to show, dic to show, right? So you're showing the right law. You're showing the right word, right? That's what you're doing. You're showing the right say. That's just what we do, man, in jurisdiction. All right, let's keep it going. So this is what we like to do, man. We like to go and we like to travel and we like to walk through Plato's cave right here, man, because we like to show the words, right? We like to show the words because that's all we have, man. If you don't have the word, you don't have anything. All right, so we like to show the people who are sitting in the cave what goes up on the screen, right? And then we show the people how other entities try to put things on the screen, and then they sometimes try to confuse you, right? But then we just show them how that works because we like to bring them to the light, man. All right, scary, simple service. Let's go out here. All right, we like to hang out with the grand jury, man, because the grand jury is the great law, right? It's the great word, man. You know, check this out. Look at this one right here. She's like this. Oh my God, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, man. I should be in bed right now. Okay, come on, girl. Let's get it moving. We got work to do. All right, let's go. Right, you know, so check this out right here. Civil grand jury, right? This is what we do. There's a function. And all we do with the civil grand jury is that we investigate the operations of the various officers, departments, and agencies of local government, man. That's all we do. We just show the words of what's up, man. Okay, let's keep it going. State constitutions. United States, right? So this is a wiki, right? This is just some words right here, and they got some keywords in here, and I want you to see what's highlighted right here, right? So the state constitutions of the United States, look at what it says right here. They are the fundamental blueprints of the legal and political organizations of the United States and the states, okay? Remember that. That's what the state constitutions are. Let's keep it going. The U.S. state, right? A state, right? But now check this out. I want to show you something. You see that? That's a map, a commonwealth, right? Oh, no, it says commonwealth in 4 states, right? But that's the map of the United States, right? You see what it says right there? Federated states. But I got something highlighted down here, right? Look at what the highlighted thing says, right? It says all are grounded in Republican principles, right? And each provides for a government consisting of 3 branches: executive, legislative, and judicial, right? And remember what republic means. Republic means, again, people, right? That's what that means, man. We are not a democracy. We are a republic, right? We have Republican principles, man. Scary simple service, right? Let's get into some word, man. So check this out, man. We're in Psalms chapter 19, right? And I like 13 right here. Look at what 13 says, right? It says, keep back thy servants also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. Right, then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Check out 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in the light, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer, man. Right, but look at this, man. You can't let them have dominion over me, right? You cannot let the servants have dominion over God's vessels, man. That's what we're showing you right now. Okay, let's keep it going. Right, okay, look at this, right? We're going to show you, the preamble. So the preamble is just what we say before we walk, man. So I just want to show you some power, right? Remember where the power comes from, right? We, the people of the state of California, grateful to Almighty God for our freedom in order to secure and perpetuate its blessings, do establish this Constitution. Remember, California is just one of the many states, but this goes out to all the states, man, especially New Jersey. We're hanging out with New Jersey today. All right, let's keep it going. Right, notice. Check out this word, notice, right? Notice means to know, okay? Notice means to know, and to know means to have knowledge, right? See, information, knowledge, intelligence, right? So when you see notice, that means you get knowledge. All right, let's keep it going. Maladministration, right? So this is one of the things that we're always looking for when we're always hanging out with the grand jury, right? We're always looking for faulty or improper management of the affairs of the people, man, because mal means bad, right? And then administer is a small master, right? So we look for bad small masters, right, who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing according to the trust indenture that we've created for them, also called the constitutions, right? All right, let's keep it going. Here we go. Right, this is what's up right now, right? So this is the notice that's getting ready to be read right now, right? So we're going to read this notice because it's just so much fun. It's full of beautiful words, man. And this one's going out to New Jersey. I love New Jersey, man. It's such a beautiful state. All right, so check this out. Here we go. Ready, go. We, the people, will not allow for the obscure and obscene gender ideologies nor age inappropriate sexual education curriculum to be mandated onto our children in their inherent right to an education. That's a fact, man. This is such a beautiful poster, right? I'm not going to read these bits right here because they're going to be in the notice, right? This is all going to be in the notice. But look at that. Leanne's always putting together those beautiful posters, man. They're just so much fun. All right, let's keep it going. Here we go. Me. Notice of denial of the liberty interest of parents. Notice to principal is notice to agent, and notice to agent is notice to principal. Ready? Let's go. I, one of the people of the state of New Jersey, as seen in Article 1, Paragraph 2A of the New Jersey Constitution, sui juris, am serving you with this notice that you and your agents may provide due care, okay? Please take notice that all political power is inherent in the people by decree of God. Government is only instituted for the protection, security, and benefit of the people, and not to usurp the rights of the people. Further, we as the people have the right to alter, reform, or abolish, our government. Sorry about that. Let's rewind. Further, we as the people have the right to alter or reform our government at any time the public good may require it. See evidence below, right? I'm thinking about other ones right now. All right, let's keep it going. New Jersey Constitution, Article 1, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 2A. All political power is inherent in the people. Government is instituted for their protection, security, and benefit of the people, and they have the right at all times to alter or reform the same whenever the public good may require it. Right? Check it out. Maxim of Law 51.0. All political power is inherent in the people by decree of God. Right? Thus, none can exist except it be derived from them. Right? That's a maxim. Maxim of Law 51R. As usurpation is the exercise of power which another has a right to, so tyranny is the exercise of power beyond right, which no body can have a right to. All right, that's a fact, man. All right, let's keep it going. Please take notice that it is the inherent right of the people to assemble together to consult for the common good and to instruct and correct by way of notice to their representatives of any encroachments that they may be committing against the people and their God-given freedoms. Furthermore, it is my duty as one of the people to provide you with a frequent reminder of the fundamental principles of law. Right? Scary simple, right? Let's keep it going. The main object of government is the protection and preservation of personal rights, private property, public liberties, and upholding the law of God. That's a fact, man. Let's keep it going. See evidence below. New Jersey Constitution, Article 1, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 1.8. Right? The people have the right freely to assemble together to consult for the common good, to make known their opinions to their representatives, and to petition for redress of grievances, man. All right, let's keep it going. Maxim of Law 51P. The main object of government is the protection and preservation of personal rights, private property, and public liberties, and upholding the law of God, right? You starting to see a pattern here? American maxim, right? Maxim of Law 51R. A frequent recurrence to fundamental principles and a firm adherence to justice, virtue, and original law are indispensable, necessary to preserve the blessings of liberty and good government. Fact. All right. Take notice. Government is to be subject to the law, for the law makes government. Therefore, as the trustees and servants of the people, it is the people's right to have full control over their public servants who are employed to act on behalf of the people. Furthermore, it was we the people who established the New Jersey Constitution, and as such, we delegated powers to the government to ensure our liberty, safety, and happiness. See evidence below. New Jersey Constitution, Preamble. All right, this is what you guys say before you walk. We, the people of the state of New Jersey, grateful to Almighty God for the civil and religious liberty which He hath so long permitted us to enjoy, and looking to Him for a blessing upon our endeavors to secure and transmit the same unimpaired to succeeding generations, do ordain and establish this Constitution, man. That can go on in the future forever. Right, Maxim of Law 51H. The government is to be subject to the law, for the law makes the government. Fact, okay? Maxim of Law 96H. One is a servant who is employed by a master to perform service in his affairs, and whose physical conduct and performance of the service is controlled by the master. Fact, okay? Let's keep it going. Take notice that as that as a Board of Education member, you are in a position as a trustee and servant of the people and bound by contract to the New Jersey Constitution and all rules therein. Furthermore, as an elected representative of the people, you swear an oath to both the New Jersey Constitution and the United States Constitution. In doing such, you are to faithfully uphold the fundamental liberty interest of parents, maligning parents when views expressed are not those of yours. Wait, let's rewind. Maligning parents when views expressed are not those of your own, or what the political agenda is of our time is not upholding your oath. Fact. The Supreme Court of the United States has settled that the interest of the parents in the care, custody, and control of their children is the oldest, most fundamental liberty interest. See evidence below, man. Man, this is fun. New Jersey Constitution, Article IV, Section VIII. I like that one. 1. Members of the legislature shall, before they enter on the duties of their respective offices, take and subscribe the following oath or affirmation. You better swear. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of senator or a member of the General Assembly according to the best of my ability. Members elect of the Senate or General Assembly are empowered to administer said oath or affirmation to each other. Fact, okay? Number 2, check it out. Every officer of the legislature shall, before he enters upon his duties, take and subscribe the following oath or affirmation. Swear, you better swear, I do solemnly promise and swear or affirm that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of, bunch of dots, to the best of my abilities and understanding, that I will carefully preserve all records, papers, writings, and property entrusted to me before safekeeping by virtue of my office, and make such dispositions of the same as may be required by law. All right, that's what you swore. Okay, let's keep it going. New Jersey Constitution, Article VII, Section 1. 1. Every state officer, before entering upon the duties of his office, shall take and subscribe an oath or affirmation to support the Constitution of this state and of the United States, and to perform the duties of his office faithfully, impartially, and justly to the best of his ability, man. You see what you're saying right here? Check this out, right? This is a case, right? Pierce v. Society, right, of Sisters. Okay, check this one out right here. It's so much fun. Under the doctrine of Meyer v. Nebraska 262 U.S. 390, we think it entirely plain that the Act of 1922 unreasonably interferes with the liberty of parents and guardians to direct the upbringing and education of children under their control. As often heretofore pointed out, rights guaranteed by the Constitution may not be abridged by legislation which has no reasonable relation to some purpose with the competency of the state. Fact, man. The fundamental theory of liberty upon which all governments in this union repose excludes any general power of the state to standardize its children by forcing them to accept instruction from public teachers only. Okay? The child is not the mere creature of the state. Those who nurture him and direct his destiny have the right, coupled with the high duty, to recognize and prepare him for additional obligations, man. That's a fact. All right, let's keep it going. Take notice. The Supreme Court of the United States has upheld that the liberty interest of parents in the care, custody, control of their children is perhaps the oldest of fundamental liberty interests recognized by this court. Moreover, affirming that the Due Process Clause includes the right of parents to raise children according to the dictates of their own free will, which includes the parents having total control over a child's right to an education and any decisions in pursuance of these rights. rights which the state can neither supply nor hinder. This includes implementing any curriculum that will be teaching gender ideology and any sexual education curriculum on children that are not age appropriate. Fact, right? These decisions are the sole responsibility of the parents, as the Supreme Court has clearly stated, right? See evidence below, okay? Let's keep it going. Truxell versus Granville, 530 U.S. 672000. Let's go. The clause also includes a substantive component that provides heightened protection against government interference with certain fundamental rights and liberty interests, man. Okay? You can't touch it, right? The liberty interest at issue in this case, the interest of parents in the care, custody, and control of their children, is perhaps the oldest of the fundamental liberty interests recognized by this court. More than 75 years ago in Meyer v. Nebraska, okay, we held that the liberty protected by the Due Process Clause includes the right of parents to establish a home and bring up children, and to control the education of their own. 2 years later, in Pierce v. Society of Sisters, right, we again held that the liberty of parents and guardians includes the right to direct the upbringing and education of children under their control, man. You see in a pattern, right? We explained in Pierce that the child is not the mere creature of the state. Those who nurture him and direct his destiny have the right, coupled with the high duty, to recognize and prepare him for additional obligations, right? We return to the subject in Prince v. Massachusetts, okay? And again confirmed that there is a constitutional dimension to the right of parents to direct the upbringing of their children. Man, these are some fun words. It is cardinal with us that the custody, care, and nurture of the child reside first in the parents, whose primary function and freedom include preparation for obligation the state can neither supply nor hinder, man. That's a fact, okay? You seeing where the power comes from? Take notice that it is the inherent right of the people to freely speak, write, and publish on all subjects, for that individual being responsible for the abuse of that right. This includes allowing any of the people to freely speak at any public Board of Education meeting. As Board of Education members, you have no authority. Repeat, as Board of Education members, you have no authority to silence or remove any parent who wishes to voice their opinions on any subject matter involving the liberty interests of our children and their inherent right to an education. See evidence below. And this is so much fun. New Jersey's going off, right? New Jersey Constitution, Article 1, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 6. Every person may freely speak, write, and publish his sentiments on all subjects, being responsible for the abuse of that right. No law shall be passed to restrain or abridge the liberty of speech or of the press. In all prosecutions or indictments for libel, the truth may be given in evidence to the jury. All right? And if it shall appear to the jury that the matter charged as libelous is true and was published with good motives and for justifiable ends, the party shall be acquitted, and the jury shall have the right to determine the law and the fact. Okay? That's a fact, right? Take notice that Tabernacle Board of Education and all its agents are depriving parents of the right to the liberty interest of their children and their education. As a member of the board, we entrust you to make decisions on our behalf when it comes to the curriculum for public education. However, we did not grant you authority to implement social and political ideologies onto our children without consent or consideration. Denying both parents and students their right to practice their religious beliefs by aggressively mandating, implementing, and enforcing a curriculum on children without getting approval or consent from the people is a direct violation of your trust indenture granted to you by privilege in the New Jersey Constitution. See evidence below. Let's keep it going, man. Wait a minute, I need some water, man. This is a long one. Let's hold on one second. Water break. Oh my God, that felt so good. I like that water. All right, here we go. Let's kick it back up again. New Jersey Constitution, Article I, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 3. No person shall be deprived of the inestimable privilege of worshiping Almighty God in a manner agreeable to the dictates of his own consciousness. Oh, excuse me, I had to burp. Sorry. Nor, under any pretense, whatever be compelled to attend any place of worship contrary to his faith and judgment. Nor shall any person be obliged to pay tithes, taxes, or other rates for building or repairing any church or churches, place or places of worship, or for the maintenance of any minister or ministry, contrary to what he believes to be right or has deliberately and voluntarily engaged to perform. Whoa, that's heavy. Right, New Jersey Constitution, Article I, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 1. All persons are by nature free and independent and have certain natural, unalienable rights, among which are those of enjoying and defending life and liberty, of acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and of pursuing and obtaining safety and happiness, man. Okay, let's keep it going. New Jersey's on fire, right? Maxim of Law, 77F. No free man shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property, but by the lawful judgment of his peers, or by the law of the land, that is, by the common law. Remember that. Maxim of Law, 47H. Natural liberty is the power of acting as one thinks fit, without any restraint or control, unless by the law of nature. Let's keep it going. Maxim of Law, 47E. Liberty is more favored than all things. Anything. Remember that, all right? Black's Law Dictionary, first edition. Liberty, freedom, exemption from extraneous control, the power of the will in its moral freedom to follow the dictates of its unrestricted choice and to direct the external acts of the individual without restraint, coercion, or control from other persons. Remember that. We got that one. Take notice that the right to an education is a liberty granted to all people. As such, it cannot come with any stipulations or restrictions on the people in their private capacity, nor on their children. Furthermore, it is the inherent right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects. This includes the private access to any personal or medical records of any of the people and their children. Please show where you were granted the authority in the New Jersey Constitution that empowers you to disregard the people's inherent right to privacy. Failure to show said authority means that your actions are a direct trespass on the people, and that you are knowingly acting with full intent and malice against the people and their inalienable rights. See evidence below. New Jersey Constitution, Article I, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 7. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue except upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the papers and things to be seized. That's a fact, all right? Let's keep it going. Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition. Privacy, right of. The right to be left alone, the right of a person to be free from unwarranted publicity, and right to live without unwarranted interference by the public in matters with which the public is not necessarily concerned. Term, right of privacy, is generic term encompassing various rights recognized to be inherent in concept of ordered liberty, and such right prevents governmental interference in intimate, personal relationships or activities. Freedoms of individuals to make fundamental choices involving himself, his family, and his relationship with others, right? That's from the case, right? The right of an individual or corporation to withhold himself and his property from public scrutiny if he so chooses, right? Remember that, okay? Take notice that individual liberties are not revocable and the Constitution supersedes all other laws. Where rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rulemaking which would abrogate them. In fact, the legislature has not been granted any authority to write legislation over any natural rights of the people. Rather, a repugnant law cannot become a law. Fact. See evidence below. Here comes Jersey again. New Jersey Constitution, Article I, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 21. This enumeration of rights and privileges shall not be construed to impair or deny others retained by the people. Fact, all right? Maxim of law, 62p. An unconstitutional act is not a law. It confers no right. It imposes no duties. It affords no protection. It creates no office. It is in legal contemplation as inoperative as though it had never been passed. Okay, let's keep it going. Miranda v. Arizona 384 U.S. 436 1966. Yo, what's up, Arizona? Where rights secured by the constitutions are involved, there can be no rulemaking or legislation which would abrogate them. Remember that. Let's travel back in time. Marbury v. Madison 5 U.S. 137 1803. A law repugnant to the Constitution is void. An act of Congress repugnant to the Constitution cannot become law. The Constitution supersedes all other laws, and the individual's rights shall be liberally enforced in favor of him, the clearly intended and expressly designated beneficiary. Hey, what's up, Benny? We like Bennies, man. I'm a Benny too. Hi. Okay, take notice that your contract is with the people, and those duties to which you are strictly bound are expressed in your trust indenture, the New Jersey Constitution. Therefore, implementing, mandating, and enforcing any curriculum without parents' consent or approval is a violation of your contract with the people. See evidence below. Oh, New Jersey about to smack it again. New Jersey Constitution, Article IV, Legislature, Section 7, Paragraph 3. The legislature shall not pass any bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts, or depriving a party of any remedy for enforcing a contract which existed when the contract was made. Okay? Take notice that the legislature shall not pass any private, special, or local laws that provide for the management and control of free public schools, nor granting any corporation, association, or individual any exclusive privilege, immunity, or franchise, whatever. As a public school, you are strictly bound by contract to the New Jersey State Constitution and to the people. Fact, okay? If you believe that you have been granted special privileges as the elected trustees of Tabernacle Board of Education to disregard the will of the people, parents, and children, please provide the constitutional authority granting you such powers, or you agree you are trespassing on the inherent rights of the people. See evidence below. Here comes New Jersey again. New Jersey Constitution, Article IV, Legislature, Section 7, Paragraph 9. The legislature shall not pass any private, special, or local laws. 7. Providing for the management and control of free public schools. 8. Granting to any corporation, association, or individual any exclusive privilege, immunity, or franchise, whatever. 13. Regulating the internal affairs of municipalities formed for local government and counties, except as otherwise in this Constitution provided. Okay? The legislature shall pass general laws providing for the cases enumerated in this paragraph, and for all other cases which in its judgment may be provided for by general laws. The legislature shall pass no special act conferring corporate powers, but shall pass general laws under which corporations may be organized, and corporate powers of other nature obtained, subject nevertheless to repeal or alteration at the will of the legislature. Okay? Take notice that we the people will not allow for any discrimination or segregation of our right to life and liberty, nor be denied the enjoyment of any civil right based on our religious beliefs, ideologies, or for any other reason. Okay, let's go. It is our inherent right as parents to see that all liberty interests of our children are being properly cared for in their right to an education. See evidence below. New Jersey's coming hard, man. New Jersey Constitution, Article I, Rights and Privileges, Paragraph 5. No person shall be denied the enjoyment of any civil or military right, nor be discriminated against in the exercise of any civil or military right, nor be segregated in the militia or in the public schools because of religious principles, race, color, ancestry, or national origin. Fact, man. Take notice that Tabernacle Board of Education has already admitted and disclosed that it is receiving funding to implement this obscure curriculum on our children. Receiving any federal, state, or public funds with incentives and stipulations that advise you to infringe upon the inherent rights of the people, including a parent's right to the fundamental liberty interest of their children in their education, are nefarious violations of your contract agreement granted to you by privilege through the power of the people. Okay? Therefore, if you believe you have the authority to apply and mandate any curriculum that parents and the people object to or oppose, please show the constitutional authority granting you such privileges. This is fun. Discrimination by any entity is prohibitory and a direct violation of the Constitution and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. See evidence below. Title VI Civil Rights Act 1964, Sec 601. This is good. No person in the United States shall, on the ground of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subject to discrimination under any program or activities receiving federal financial assistance. Let's keep it going. Title VI Civil Rights Act 1964, SEC 604. Nothing contained in this title shall be construed to authorize action under this title by any department or agency with respect to any employment practice of any employer, employment agency, or labor organization, except where a primary objective of the federal financial assistance is to provide employment. Okay? Take further notice that your educational institution has collected federal funding under Title 42. Whoa. A non-positive law, not yet codified. Whoa. Title 42, the public health and welfare has not been passed by Congress and is an editorial compilation of statutes. That's like a magazine, okay? Therefore, the entire application of Title 42 is created under the presumption that something which is a total fiction of law is true. Furthermore, if you believe Title 42 has been enacted by the United States Congress and is a positive law, please provide the provisions showing where it was lawfully codified by Congress. See evidence below. Maxim of law 45B. A fiction is a rule of law that assumes something which is or may be false as true. Okay. Right. Please take notice that it would be against your contract agreement, the New Jersey Constitution, and the laws of God to deny, infringe, or interfere with the inherent rights of the people. Please take further notice that any man or woman who decides to suppress this notice agrees to pay $100,000 per infraction, and any disputes by any public officials and or private actors who are bound by contract to the New Jersey Constitution agrees to have these matters heard before an arbitrator of my choice. 9 U.S. Code, subsection 4, subsection 5. The people also wish to have direct access to their local grand juries to correct any government or private actors who may appear to be engaging in maladministration. United States v. Channon 549 F2D 1306 1312 CA 9 1977. Moreover, no bar association members are authorized to handle or interfere with these matters, and any attempts by any bar association members will be considered a direct trespass on the people's rights. Fact, man. Stay away, bar. Please take final notice that it is my wish, order, and demand that all trustees, servants, agents, and bar members are to immediately stop blocking and interfering in the people's inherent rights, including the right of parent to have full control in the decision-making and implementation of the liberty interests of their children in their education. Furthermore, if you believe any of the above claims are untrue, or that you have the authority to grant power to a public, private, charter, corporation, and or delegate your power in any way which would allow any public servant, private actor, or corporation to infringe on the people's rights, please show where you were granted these constitutional authorities. All responses must be submitted by affidavit sworn under penalty of perjury within 5 days of receiving this notice, or you agree by acquiescence all statements in this notice to be true and fact, man. Furthermore, you agree that you are acting with full intent, knowledge, and malice by trespassing on the people's rights, including the right of privacy and public accommodations, and no court shall be able to rehear this matter, but it shall stand as evidence and truth in all courts of record. All right? Please send your affidavit via certified mail to the sender of this notice, or post publicly on the school's websites to include any other public platform. This notice is sent to you in peace and with the love of Christ, so that you may provide due care to those who have all political power. The people. Okay, that's it. All right, so put your name down, put your autograph down, put the date down, put your email down, submit it, print it, send that out, certified registered mail, and you're good. You're done, man. So that's it, New Jersey. You guys got that, man. So that's going to the superintendent. That's going to the Board of Education. That's going to the senator. That's going to the assemblyman. Who else is it going to, right? It's going to the Burlington County Sheriff, right? You got that going, man. That's good, right? So those are some powerful words, man. That was fun to read. That was a long read too, man. I had to go on that one. I needed some water, right? So let's go ahead and let's get ready to close it out, man. So we always got to close it out, right? Ready? We got to show the word. John 1:1. What's up, John 1:1? Remember this. We love this one. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, right? So those words, that was all God right there, man. That was all God just letting the public servants know what's up, man. All right, let's keep it going. Remember, and God said, whenever you want to know where people came from, where women came from, God's going to show you what's up right here. Right here, look at this, Genesis, right, 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, right? So whenever any public servant or any other entity says, who gave you the power? Why can you do what you can do? God said so, because God said, let man have dominion over everything, right? And there's a reason why. So check this out. Right? Whenever you want to know who were you created in the image of, I'm going to show you what's up right now. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he, him, male and female. He created he, them. Right? That's what happened, man. So God created man. God created woman, right? So whenever you see a man and whenever you see a woman walking around the realm, you know that they were created in the image of God, man. That's one of God's vessels, right? All right, let's keep it going. Check this out, right? Here's a repeat, right? Look at this. Psalms 82:6, right? We love this one. I have said, who has said that? God said that, right? I have said, yea are gods, little g, right? So little g is little g and big G is big G. So big G is telling little g, what's up, right? That's what's going on right now. Yea are gods, right? And all of you are children of the Most High, right? So every man and every woman is a child of the Most High. Fact, okay? There's no arguing about that, man. That's just how it goes, okay? Ready? Here we go. We got to close it out now. Let's go, right? So whenever we close it out, we always have to show the order, right? We started off with the order and we close it out with the order, man, because that's just what we do now. Ready? Remember, God created world. Fact. God created man, aka people. Check. Right? People created states. Check. People created constitutions. Check. People created governments. Check. Question. When did government become boss of the people? Answer. Never, right? The people are the boss of all governments, right? And that's just what we've shown you, right? You know, so New Jersey, man, you guys got to get out there. You guys do that, right? You sign that. Every man and every woman who just heard my words, you have a duty and you have an obligation to put that in, right, man? Because this is what we do. This is how we protect the future, and this is how we show the knowledge, man. You know, it's all about the children, man, because, you know, that's what God told us to do. All right, so I'm going to go have some coffee. I'm going to chill. I'm going to have some fun. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.